I have the update that CM Punk fans have been waiting for. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that update is and what we should do about it going forward. Because CM Punk, and props to WWE for doing this, they have continuously used him on television. Whether it be on commentary at WrestleMania 40 for the Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre match, Damian Priest cashing his Money in the Bank, CM Punk costing McIntyre the World Heavyweight title, whether it be as a pre-show host, an analyst, whether it be media appearances, whether it be on television doing promos or dark segments for the live crowd. CM Punk, despite being injured, has continued to remain on WWE television since making his grand return in November. At Survivor Series, shocking the pro wrestling industry to its very core, I guess. Because we thought it was going to happen, then we didn't think it was going to happen, and then it did happen. He works a few house shows against Dominic Mysterio. He works the men's Royal Rumble match in January. It comes in to him and Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes goes over. CM Punk suffers a torn triceps. He's out of action multiple months. Plans with Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title out the window. He will not get his WrestleMania main event dream achieved in 2024. But what they did was absolutely brilliant. Bringing in Drew McIntyre into the fold, letting him do some of the best promo and character work of his entire career by constantly trolling CM Punk, whether it be on television, whether it be on social media. This guy is phenomenal. And Punk has had some fun with it as well. Whether that be on television, a la the infamous three-way promo segment on Monday Night Raw that had the industry buzzing. Whether it be his subtle and sometimes not subtle shots at Drew McIntyre on social media. Now, so he cost Drew McIntyre the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania 40 after winning it. Fast forward, Clash at the Castle, CM Punk, he comes out after a referee bump in the Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre World Heavyweight title match. Drew McIntyre has the match won. He just needs a referee to count that 1 and that 2. Something that a new referee who had just slid in with the most perfect camera work ever did. But he stopped at 3. Right before 3, he stopped. And it was CM Punk. Drew McIntyre choked him. Punk hit him with a low blow, and Damian Priest capitalized. Now, we knew that they were going to revisit the Drew McIntyre CM Punk match. We just didn't know when, because it was determined on when Punk would have been able to make his in-ring return, when he would be medically cleared from the torn triceps. Well, now we know. Now we know, folks. So, WrestleVotes reported today that per last week's roster sheet, Punk's return date was slated to be at the end of July, meaning that he likely won't be cleared in time for Money in the Bank on July 6th. However, that does mean that he is able to go for SummerSlam on August 3rd. Now, obviously, SummerSlam is a much bigger event than Money in the Bank. Now, personally, I consider Money in the Bank the Big Five, right? For years, you had the Big Fours of the WrestleMania, Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. I count Money in the Bank in there because it changes the course of history every single year. It's a concept that I look forward to as a fan. I still look forward to it. It's historically some of the best matches of the year in terms of high spots and chaos. Punk also has a lot of history, obviously, with the infamous 2011 Money in the Bank match with John Cena, who won the WWE title, walking out, supposedly, is without a contract. But SummerSlam, it's in a stadium. Money in the Bank's in Toronto at an arena. SummerSlam is SummerSlam. It is the third biggest event of the year. WWE makes it the case to be the second biggest event of the year, but I don't think so. I think Royal Rumble fits in that place. Either way, we're getting CM Punk, Drew McIntyre. We're going to get it soon, and I think we're going to get it at SummerSlam. It makes sense. That easily could be the main event. They are going to load this freaking card up. They're selling it as a huge event. They're trying to make SummerSlam a huge event, considering that in 2026, they're going to 2 nights. That's major, right? With Minnesota. So they want to establish SummerSlam as a major event. Having the big return of CM Punk is certainly that. I could absolutely see this match being the main event. And I know that's crazy to think, but they've been building it up for so many months. It'll be the most built match on the freaking card. Right? And with such storyline, with such stars, CM Punk, megastar, Drew McIntyre, one of their biggest stars in their contract, yeah, I could absolutely, A, see it happening, and B, making the case as to why it should happen in the main event of SummerSlam. Drew McIntyre obviously is staying with the company. He signed a new deal. CM Punk is under contract for multiple years. He ain't going nowhere. This match is going to be great. And when Punk is actually medically cleared, they're going to be able to do physical stuff. It's going to be even more funner. Now, I will say, I think the fact that Punk does have a history of getting injured, whether that be in his initial WWE run towards the end, and especially as of 2021 when he returned to wrestling as an older guy in AEW, he got injured in his 3rd WWE match back. I don't want Punk, A, wrestling before this SummerSlam match because of injury, but B, I also don't want to take it because of potential injury, right? He's ain't going to wrestle on a random Raw, right? They're going to build this up, and then afterwards, then you can go. I also don't see Punk wrestling a lot on Raw, although I could be wrong. It'll be interesting to see what kind of approach they take. Do they take more of a Roman Reigns, Goldberg, Brock Lesnar part-time kind of schedule with him when it comes to booking him on television? Or will they use him like AEW did, where they built up to his initial match on pay-per-view, but then he was working consistently on television? I don't know. Personally, I think they should keep it to part-time. I think they should keep it to PLEs and big PLEs because he's older. Keep him special. Injury-prone. Valid reasons, in my opinion, right? I think it's pretty clear-cut. But we'll see.